Hey guys, in this video I will share all my betting model projections and play of the day from my NHL betting model that made more than 32 units last season. This season still a small loss, but there is still a lot of games. I want to reach around 20 units until the end of the season. For example, last season most of the profits came after New Year, but of course this is not the pattern you should follow. The goal is to make projections and find the bets where my projected probability is different from bookmakers. Okay, and today I have one such bet. Okay, but we will quickly go through the projections. St. Louis Blues, Boston Bruins. Based on my projections, Boston should be plus 123. They are exactly plus 123. I don't see any value in this one. Here you can see my projected totals. So if you bet over under, you can use these numbers, and those are my projected decimal odds, projected American odds, so you can compare with your bookmakers odds, right? Rangers against Ottawa Senators, Shesterkin against Ottawa. So in this game, let's make pick for every single game, okay, based on my numbers, okay? St. Louis Blues against Boston Bruins. I don't see any value when it comes to money lines, but maybe the only logical play would be under 6 if you can get good price, okay? Because I have 5.48, but again, depends what kind of odds you get. Rangers against Ottawa Senators, Shesterkin against Linus Ullmark. Those are the goalies that I use for my projections when I made the projections in the morning. Based on my projections, Ottawa should have 63.26% of chance to win this game. My line is 1.58 or minus 172. Bookmakers 1.68, and I think maybe small value with Ottawa. I'm looking for bigger discrepancies, but based on my projections, I would go with Ottawa money line and under 6. Okay, Colorado Islanders. My line is plus 131 on Islanders. Bookmakers plus 177. So if I need to pick something, I would go with over 6 and Islanders spot line plus 1.5. This would be most logical play. Okay. Those are more opinions, and I will tell you which bet is the best bet of the day. Okay, Nashville against Florida. Based on my projections, Florida should be 1.69, bookmakers 1.51. There is no value with Florida. Maybe small value with Nashville. I would go with Nashville plus 1.5 and maybe over 6, just because it's a little bit above 6. But again, depends what kind of odds you get. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay. Again, Tampa Bay has a better chance to win this game. Also, with from my betting model, my betting model gives them more than 61% of chance to win this game. However, I think they're slightly overrated. Maybe small value with Pittsburgh again. If you bet such games, maybe plus 1.5 would be most logical play. Okay, I was talking about underdogs and favorites in the past a lot. So if you bet in the long run, you will make a profit no matter if you bet on favorites on underdog. If you find the value is the main metric, or the value is the main goal you should find when you place a bet. Okay, and it can be underdog, it can be favorite. The only difference is that with underdogs you will see much bigger variance. Okay, most bettors don't have bankrolls, and you will face much bigger losing streaks. Okay, for example, this season my average play is plus 128. So once I hit a couple of underdogs, I will go back to green numbers, and that's why the variance is much bigger once you play underdog odds, right? If you play on favorites, the variance will be smaller, but if you don't play plus EV, at the end you will lose money. And if you play plus EV, at the end you will most likely make a profit. Okay, but with different way. Okay, so the goal is to make plus EV bets. Okay, I will give you one example, which is something I like to give to our masterclass members. Imagine that you have plus EV bet, right? And let's say that you know that this is completely correct number, completely correct probability, let's say from the gut. And let's say that you know that this is 1 out of 1,000, and then bookmakers offer you 1 out of 10,000, right? So you have a value. However, maybe most likely you have only 100 units to spend, and it can happen that before you hit that one underdog win that would cover all those previous losses, you are out of the money. That's why underdogs are a little bit harder for amateurs to bet. Okay, this is the only difference. But if in dream world, if we would have unlimited bankrolls, then of course you will make profit with underdogs and favorites if you find the value. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So I wanted to say that a lot of times people ask me what is better, favorites or underdogs. If you find the value, both are good. Okay, favorites or underdogs doesn't they don't tell you if those are good or bad bets. The only metric or the only thing you should look is plus EV. Okay, and then of course the strategy. I said this many times. Winning at sports betting in the long run. Okay, I'm talking in the long run, always lifetime. It is combination of many skills. It is not just finding plus EV, because you have people who find plus EV are very smart, but they always panic, and they have one bad month and then they destroy everything. Okay, so it is combination of many, not many, but other skills. Okay, I like to say four bucket system is something that everyone should understand, right? And once you put all these things together, then you can make some money from sports betting. Okay, but everyone has different strategy. My strategy or my system or my way of betting is just one of many. There are many other great systems, great ways to bet on sports. Just you just need to find your own way. Okay, this is just my way. Okay, there are better ways, there are worse ways, but the goal is always the same: plus EV. Okay, plus EV is the final goal. Okay, but how you find plus EV, we have different ways how to find plus EV. Okay, but I will talk about this some other time. Okay, Toronto against Carolina, based on my projections, 1.52 on Carolina. So I don't see any value. My numbers are just basically the same than bookmakers. Maybe over 6 would be most logical play. Then we have Detroit against Columbus, based on my projections, plus 102 on Detroit, bookmakers plus 103. So it is exactly the same. Maybe over 6 again in this case would be most logical play. And then I have play of the day, Minnesota against Calgary Flames. I have Gustafsson against Wolf. Also, different sources say that they might start. And I also tried with average goalies. But in every case, I got the value with Calgary Flames. So Calgary Flames, this is my 2-unit play, plus 109. As you see, this is another underdog play. Why Calgary? In last couple of I had Calgary, I think, 2 or 3 times right now, because how they play and the results they have is not matched, at least based on expected goals and other metrics. So they should have a little bit better results, and this is where betting models show me the value. Okay, so Calgary Flames money line plus 100. And 9 at 2-unit is my play of the day. Okay, quickly, the last 2 games: Seattle, Edmonton, 2.54 on Seattle. Maybe under 6 would be most logical play in this one. Chicago, Los Angeles Kings. I don't see any value in money line. Maybe under 5.5 would be most logical play. Okay, but play of the day: Calgary Flames 2-unit plus 109 or 2.09 if you use decimal odds. And that's it for me today. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you next time.